Live blog, Kentucky versus Texas. KSR Plus, https www.on3.com/KentuckyWildcats. KS Board, https www.on3.com/KSBoard. Basketball, https www.on3.com/KentuckyWildcats. Category Basketball News. Newsfeed, https www.on3.com/KentuckyWildcats. Category Basketball News. Roster, https www.on3.com/KentuckyWildcats. Basketball 2025 Roster. Schedule, https www.on3.com/KSBoard 2025 Roster. Schedule, https www.on3.com/KentuckyWildcats. Category Basketball News. Schedule, https www.on3.com/KentuckyWildcats. Category Basketball News. Schedule, https www.on3.com/KentuckyWildcats. Category Basketball News. Schedule, https www.on3.com/KentuckyWildcats. KSR's live blog will bring you all the sights and sounds from Kroger Field as the Cats host the number 21 Texas Longhorns, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, ESPN. Kentucky is coming off its second bye week, a spot that hasn't been kind to the Cats in the Mark Stoops era. They were able to score 2 touchdowns against Georgia 2 weeks ago. The challenge gets even tougher tonight versus a Texas defense that ranks number 3 in the country. On the other side of the ball, Arch Manning will be looking to build on a promising performance versus Oklahoma last week. Can Kentucky's defense take advantage of the Longhorns' offensive line, which is down 2 starters, to put pressure on the young QB? How will Kentucky's own young QB, Cutter Boley, perform against an elite defense? Refresh the feed below for updates and KSR's takes on the game from Kroger Field. You can also join the conversation on the KS Board game thread, https www.on3.com/board/forum/KSBoard, or by texting your observations to 859-710-3556. Standard messaging rates apply. Special thanks to our live blog sponsor this season, Friends of Coal. Friends of Coal, https friendsofcoalkentucky.org, is dedicated to informing and educating Kentucky citizens about the coal industry and its vital role in the state's future. We provide a united voice for an industry that has been and remains a critical economic contributor to Kentucky. By working together, we can provide good jobs and benefits for future generations. Coal is resilient, reliable, and affordable. Friends of Coal, https friendsofcoalkentucky.org, is a volunteer organization. All are invited to be a part of our organization, which consists of proud Kentuckians as well as residents from beyond our borders. Head to friendsofcoalkentucky.org, friendsofcoalkentucky.org, to learn more. By Nick Roush, https www.on3.com/user. Forced fumble at the goal line is still a Texas touchdown. 10-18-2025, 07:10:30 p.m. Cam Dooley jarred the ball loose from Wisner, but the Horns had an offensive lineman fall on the loose ball in the end zone. It's unclear who is getting credit for the touchdown, but the running back may have been in before the ball was jarred loose. Texas 7, Kentucky 0. By Nick Roush, https www.on3. Ryan Niblett nearly had his second punt return touchdown in as many weeks, but the Texas return man was tripped up at the 5-yard line. By Nick Roush, https:/www.on3.com. Ocho Cinco made it to the student section, 10-18-2025, 06:42 p.m. By Nick Roush, https www.on3.com. More former Cats back in Lexington, 10-18-2025, 06:29 p.m. The Kentucky women's basketball and volleyball teams were the first introduced at Kroger Field. In this timeout, it was all former Cats: Wesley Woodyard, Randall Cobb, Dion Walker, Ray Davis, Maxwell Hairston, and Keenan Burton got an ovation from the crowd. Also spotted Dickie Lyons Jr. heading to a suite before the game, but he didn't make his way down to the field in the second quarter. By Nick Roush. www.on3.com, user Nick Roush. Impressive stop. 10/18/2025, 07:01:25 p.m. Kentucky let Texas get its second third down conversion with 12+ yards to go. The Horns got inside the 40, but the defense once again held strong. On 3rd and 8, Texas tried a QB draw to get it close enough to kick a field goal. The Kentucky blitz gobbled it up, forcing another Texas punt. The punt was a beauty. Downed at the Kentucky 9-yard line, where the Cats will get the ball in a 0-0 ball game. By Nick Roush. https www.on3.com, user Nick Roush. Another punt. 10/18/2025, 6:56 p.m. Kendrick Law made an outstanding catch on the sideline to get the Cats into Texas territory. Unfortunately, they couldn't do anything with it. On 3rd and 5, the Cats went empty. In the blink of an eye, Colin Simmons had Boley on the ground. By Nick Roush. https://Nick Roush. Scoreless tie after one quarter, 10/18/2025, 6:51 p.m. Kentucky has a manageable third down near midfield to open the second quarter. By Nick Roush. https://Nick Roush. Mark Stutz is mad about something. 10/18/2025, 6:48:39. What exactly? Your guess is as good as mine. By Nick Roush. https://Nick Roush. Kentucky avoids catastrophe. Tadian Gadsden and Cam Olds put a hurting on Manning. The sack set Texas way behind the chains, but the Horns still converted on 3rd and long. Like the possession before, Kentucky dug deep and didn't give up another first down. However, the Cats did nearly give the ball to Texas inside the red zone when Ty Bryant muffed the punt. Fortunately, he fell on it right away, evading an epic disaster. By Nick Roush. Way. 17807.com, round the clock, 33:33 p.m. Kentucky went 3 and out. The 3 plays, 9-yard run by Dowdell, fade to Gilmore. The second attempt felt like the right idea. It was a pretty pass, and Gilmore made a great play on the ball, but the cornerback ripped it away as they approached the turf. The third down decision? Woof. By Nick Roush. https://Nick Roush. Celebrity sightings. 10/18/2025, 06:29:23 p.m. By Nick Roush. https://Nick Roush. It didn't feel like things were going to go well for the Cats. On the first 3rd and long of the day, Kentucky brought a blitz and manned up. Texas picked it up, giving Manning an open running lane to get nearly 20 yards on the ground. The defense didn't let the drive get sideways. On 3rd and 3, Salk dialed up a double reverse flea flicker. Kentucky didn't take the bait and nearly picked off the pass. Cats start the next drive on their own 32. By Nick Roush. https://Nick Roush. From humble beginnings to ESPN stardom. 10/18/2025, 06:21:39. Wow, what an incredible moment for Matt Jones. Cheers to KSR's fearless leader. By Nick Roush. https://on3/WN.